Hello, grade 12, here Mr. G. We're going to be making a video today on naming carboxylic acid. Previously, we practiced how to name hydrocarbons, alkanes, alcohols, aldehydes, and ketones. So today we're going to make one on carboxylic acid. So, let's first of all look at the functional group of the carboxylic acid. Remember, it's a carbon that have double bond to oxygen, then oxygen and hydrogen. Or that one can also be as hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, oxygen. So on the other way. Either one is the functional group of carboxylic acid. Is the same one but starting from different points. Okay? And now this one in a condensed formula could be COO. This is important because many times you will find it like this. Now, I want to emphasize that the aldehydes functional group is very much similar to the functional group of carboxylic acid, so you must be careful. Don't you get confused. You can see it's carbon double bond with oxygen, but here instead of being another oxygen is hydrogen. Okay, so this is the functional group of aldehyde, and it's very easy to get confused. And then the other functional group I want to mention is the functional group of a keto ester. The ester, the functional group is a carbon double bond with oxygen, then is oxygen, and then is a carbon. So this is the other functional group that can get you confused. This one can also be on the other way around, and it will be carbon that is bonded to oxygen, carbon, and double bond oxygen. Note that the oxygen is in between. That is the difference between carboxylic acid. You have oxygen, and then you have a hydrogen, and here you have oxygen and hydrogen, while in the ester is oxygen and then is another carbon. Okay, so that is like small notes we have in mind. So let's start with the naming of the carboxylic acid. This is quite easy. It is the same steps. Okay, here let's fix this one. Compounds. Okay, so here the first step is to identify the functional group. Remember, the functional group you have is the first step you have to do. Here you can see the functional group is this one here, and that is an carboxylic acid. So this compound is going to end in oic acid. Okay, I think we must come back here because we always did. So the name of a carboxylic acid will finish in oic acid. All right, that is how the name of the carboxylic acid will end. So this one will finish in oic acid. Step 2, determine the continuous carbon chain. Remember, as from alcohol, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid, we add in the AN at the end. Okay, so in this case we have two options. We can take the straight chain like so, or we can just make a small turn here and have this chain like this. Okay, if we count the first one, the first option, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 carbons, so it is 5 carbons. Okay, the second one we count and is 1, 2, 3, 4, and also 5 carbons. As usual, we're going to keep the straight one our option. However, I wanted to note that there is another option here. See this one here? But you can see very easy that is a little bit short, it's only 4. Okay, so that's why I didn't give that option as one of them. So we're taking this one out, and then we're going to work with the first option is 5 carbon, and therefore is pentane. So what do we have up until now? We have oic acid and we have pentane. Okay, so this is the information we have up until now. Step 3 is number the carbon starting from the end nearest to the functional group. The same as we did with aldehyde, the carboxylic acid functional group is always going to be in the first carbon. So that is carbon 1, then carbon 2, 3, 4, and 5. Always you start from the first carbon. Okay, so you don't have to write one oic acid because it is always in the first carbon. So what we have. We know that this oic acid, and we know that this pentan. Alright, this is the information we have. Step number 4, find out the substituents. We have 2 substituents here. This is one a methyl, which is in carbon 4, so it's 4-methyl. And here's another methyl, which is in carbon 3, so it's 3-methyl. Remember, you have 2 of the same, then you place both numbers and you use the letter di or tri, okay? So in this case will be 3, 4 dimethyl. We have that is oic acid. We have is pentan. So this is all the information we have up until now. So saying that, what do we have to do? We have to organize the name. Starting with the substituents, we have 3,4 dimethyl. Then is pentan. Then is oic acid. Note is all one word. So is 3,4 dimethyl pentanoic acid. Okay, I hope this word here at the back you can see it properly. Pentanoic acid. The work is not that difficult. I hope it's clear. It's the same steps. Thank you very much. Good luck. I'll see you next time. We're going to name the esters. Thanks a lot.